David, a real hard-earned point here at AFC Wimbledon today. What did you make of it?
Yeah, obviously a really tough game, and I thought it was a really good advert for League Two football. I thought it was two really good teams who went at each other and played completely different styles, but I thought were good at it. Obviously it's nice to take a point, and we probably needed to today, to be totally honest, but actually we're a bit disappointed we didn't take all three, and probably be out of sight again in the first half would have been fair. But overall, probably where we're at, and with the injuries we still got to return, is probably a useful point, and one where we think a good team in League Two we're not too far off of the good teams in League Two, and we got players to return.
What a reaction from last week as well. Last week would have been probably the first time fans would have asked questions of the team, but what a response.
Yeah, exactly, and listen, we'll have bad games, I get it, and I thought last week was really, really poor, but the players got loads of character and they're working really hard. Now we want to minimise the bad games and keep the good ones going, but yeah, like I say, it was a really good response, and against a really good team with some really, really good attacking players particularly, and I think we'll probably look back on it at the end of the season and see this as a positive point.
Let's talk about the goal. I guess Troy Deeney will do what every striker does and take it, and he certainly did all the hard work. How impressed were you with him today? I
thought he made a huge difference when he came on. He had class. I know he's a big, strong guy, but actually how delicate he is with his feet, and he's just brilliant. Now he's nowhere near match fit, but he showed how useful he's going to be moving forward, and at that time I thought the two Matties were class and ran themselves into the ground, and we needed him inside just to liven us up. I'll have to see the goal back. He's going to claim it, but I'm not totally sure. So until we see the video, I have no idea if it's his, ties, or an own goal, but I will check it.
How exciting is it that he's not at full fitness yet? Whereabouts would you put him on the scale?
Probably week 1 of pre-season, so I still think he's a month away from being where he wants to be. However, the guy trains like a beast, like all the lads, to be honest, but so we're trying to give him more game time, probably more than what he's ready for. He's probably hit 20-30 minutes, but he's so good that we have to get him on the pitch, and the fans deserve to see that level of quality, and to be fair to our ownership and our board, they've brought a quality player in, so without risking him for injury, because that would be disappointing, we'll try and get him on the pitch as much as possible, and as he trains more, he's only going to get better.
Nathan Holland as well, a debut for him. What did you think of his display?
I thought everybody probably could see how silky he is with the ball and how creative he is. He reversed a couple of passes. Really unfortunate not to probably have at least 2 assists and a goal. And yeah, I thought he did really well. Now we're going to work hard with him against the ball, so when we're under the cosh, he does that bit, but we're delighted with him today. We thought that was an impressive debut away at a difficult place.
You're seeing leaders come out in this team, aren't you? When it gets tough at the end, you've still got your Luke Daniels and Ryan Innes, which was like reminiscent of Harrogate a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, those two today were phenomenal. Like I said, we won't come up against harder front four probably. We might, but there won't be many. There's a harder front four than them. I thought Ryan was an absolute mountain at the back, but also really composed with the ball. And I think Luke at the moment, just time after time, stands out. He takes crosses, he blocks shots. He's just a proper goalkeeper. So we're really fortunate to have those two and others. And I think a special mention for Robbo today. I just said to him in the dressing room there, listen, we need to stop more crosses down the left-hand side. We made that really clear. I thought he did today, and Tilly is an outstanding player at this level, and I thought he defended brilliantly. So I think credit where credit's due. The whole back four, but particularly Robbo, I thought he really stood up today against a really, really dangerous player.
Absolutely, and a week now until we return to a similar part of London for Sutton, and of course transfer deadline day in between that. What are you expecting from this week on the training pitch and off it as well?
So, listen, the boys have had a ridiculously intense period of time, and again with 8 injuries, so you take 8 players out of their team, and I think we absolutely give them a hide in today, particularly the quality of player that we're missing. So we'll hopefully bring 1, if not 2 more good players in to just help the group and enhance the group. In between that, and then we're going to train hard, because again we've only been in 5 weeks, and 3 of those weeks were Saturday, Tuesday, so we went and had loads of time on the training ground, so we'll give them a little bit of time to rest the next couple of days, and then particularly Tuesday morning it'll be a really, really hard session, because we still got a lot of developing and improving to do.